Imagine plunging into a tub filled with ice-cold water. It's not exactly a comforting image, is it? This sensation, weirdly enough, is something that a large number of the world's finest athletes willingly subject themselves to on a regular basis. Astonishingly, a recent report by Men's Health magazine disclosed that an impressive 56% of professional athletes willingly immerse themselves in ice baths as part of their recovery routine. But the question arises, why? Why would these athletes, who are at the peak of physical fitness and performance, willingly choose to endure such a harsh and chilly ordeal? The truth is not as simple as it might seem at first glance. Today, we are going to evaluate this ice water therapy and decide if it's worth the chill. Commonly referred to as cold water immersion therapy, ice baths have been a cornerstone in the training routines of numerous athletes for several decades. This is not only because they are masochistic or seeking to prove their toughness, it's more about seeking a competitive edge. The Men's Health publication further elaborates that an astounding 75% of athletes using ice baths firmly believe that this practice dramatically enhances their performance on the field. There's an intricate science behind why they believe so. This practice is not just a test of mental fortitude or a simple ritual, it's much more. It's a well-planned, well-executed strategy aiming to induce supercompensation, a physiological phenomenon that leads to performance enhancement. It's a technique that assists in faster recovery, reduces muscle soreness, and prepares the body for the next intense workout session. Let's get into the core of it. How exactly does it work? What is the science behind the chilling plunge? Time to explore. As an athlete subjects their body to rigorous and intense physical exercise, microscopic injuries occur within the muscle fibers. This is not a cause for concern, but rather an expected component of the process that results in greater strength and improved endurance. This regular physiological event, however, may also lead to the triggering of inflammation within the body, often culminating in muscle soreness and a certain level of discomfort. It is at this juncture that the therapeutic use of ice baths becomes particularly relevant and beneficial. The principle of submerging the body in cold water is to make use of the physical response this evokes in the body. The icy temperature acts directly on blood vessels, them to constrict. This narrowing of the blood vessels has a profound impact on inflammation, effectively decreasing it and resulting in a noticeable reduction in swelling. The consequential vasoconstriction also plays a significant role in facilitating the expulsion of metabolic waste products from the muscles, providing a sort of detox effect. From the body's frigid temperatures and its subsequent warming up, a process of vasodilation occurs. The blood vessels, once constricted, now expand, ushering in a rush of nutrient-dense blood. This influx of nutrients aids in the repair and healing of the damaged tissues. This whole mechanism, known as vasoconstriction and vasodilation, is one of the primary rationales behind athletes frequenting ice baths. This assertion is not just anecdotal, but backed by scientific evidence. Several academic studies lend credence to these claims. One such research endeavor, as published in the preeminent Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, concluded that immersion in cold water was indeed an effective method in reducing muscle soreness following high-intensity exercise. Yet another enlightening study, this time from the renowned Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, derived that ice baths could also positively influence athletes' perceptions of recovery and their readiness to train. Several prominent studies support these claims. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that cold water immersion was effective in reducing muscle soreness after intense exercise. Another research from the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports found that it could also improve perceptions of recovery and readiness to train in athletes. Yet it's not just about the physical benefits. Taking an ice bath can be more than just a physical challenge. The act itself serves as a mental exercise, a test of one's resilience, a method to train the mind to endure discomfort. As the old proverb goes, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This mental fortitude, this ability to weather discomfort, is just as crucial in the competitive sports scene as possessing physical capabilities. Does partaking in ice baths provide athletes with a competitive edge? The answer isn't straightforward. Ice baths can potentially aid the recovery process and possibly enhance performance levels, but they're not the magic solution for every athlete. There's existing research that hypothesizes that ice baths might obstruct the body's adaptation long-term training. Nonetheless, it's clear that ice baths can offer some advantages, especially to athletes involved in high-intensity or endurance sports. Like any other training tool, it's pivotal to use ice baths judiciously. The impact of ice baths can fluctuate based on numerous factors. These include the length, the immersion, the temperature of the water, and the timing of the bath in relation to the workout. Every detail matters and can affect the overall outcome. So the next time you witness an athlete immersing themselves in icy waters, understand that it's not a show of bravado. This is a technique sharpened, continuous scientific research and practice, all targeted at achieving optimal performance levels. You may even find yourself intrigued and tempted to try it out. If you do decide to experiment with this, always remember to consult with a qualified health professional before making any substantial changes to your recovery routine. And who knows, you might just be inspired to take the plunge yourself. Ice baths are not just for any athlete. Certain sports can benefit more from this chilling practice. For instance, high-intensity, short-duration activities such as football, basketball, and sprinting can greatly benefit from ice baths. These sports involve quick, intense bursts of activity that can lead to muscle fatigue and inflammation. Ice baths can be of great help to athletes in these fields, as they can reduce inflammation and speed up recovery. On the other hand, endurance sports like marathon running, soccer, and cycling can also reap benefits from ice baths. These sports push the body to its ultimate limit for extended periods, leading to a buildup of metabolic waste in the muscles. An ice bath can aid in flushing out this waste, assisting in faster recovery and getting the athlete ready for the next strenuous session. However, the effectiveness of ice baths is not universal. It can vary depending on the individual athlete and the specific requirements of their sport. Factors such as body composition, training intensity, and even genetic predispositions can influence how beneficial an ice bath can be. Therefore, it's crucial for athletes to understand their bodies and consult with a sports medicine professional to devise a recovery routine that suits them best. Whether you're a sprinter pushing your body to the limit in a 100-meter dash or a marathon runner battling the elements over 26.2 miles, an ice bath could be a cool addition to your recovery routine. Could this be an athlete edge? Ask yourself this: how many of your friends are willing to go the extra mile and jump to help their recovery? Massive athlete edge. But remember, it's not a foolproof solution. What works for one athlete may not work for another. Always consult with a health professional before making any significant changes to your recovery routine.